High in the mountains, nestled between sleepy hills, lay the village of Willow Creek. This quaint village, with its cobblestone streets and rustic cottages, was a place where time seemed to stand still. The villagers lived simple lives, tending to their farms and livestock, and gathering in the village square to share stories and news. The villagers whispered of a magical place, a place that seemed almost too wondrous to be real. It was a tale that had been told for generations, a story that filled the hearts of the young and old alike with a sense of mystery and wonder. They called it the Enchanted River. This river was said to be hidden deep within the forest, far from the prying eyes of the world. It was a place where the water glowed with an ethereal light, casting a golden hue on everything it touched. Legend told of a river that shimmered with golden light, a light so bright that it could be seen even in the darkest of nights. The river was said to hold many secrets, secrets that only the bravest and purest of heart could uncover. At its heart lay a stone unlike any other. This stone was said to be the source of the river's magic, a stone that held the power to grant wishes. This wasn't just any stone, it was a wishing stone, a stone that could make dreams come true. The villagers believed that whoever found the stone would be granted one wish, a wish that could change their life forever. It was a wishing stone. The stories of the wishing stone had been passed down through the ages, each generation adding their own embellishments and details. Some said the stone was as big as a boulder, while others claimed it was no larger than a pebble. Many had tried to find the Enchanted River. Adventurers from far and wide had come to Willow Creek, drawn by the tales of the magical river and its wishing stone. They scoured the forests and mountains, searching for any sign of the hidden path that would lead them to the river. They all came back empty-handed. Despite their best efforts, the Enchanted River remained elusive, its secrets hidden from all but the purest of heart. The path to the river was said to be hidden, concealed by the dense foliage and winding trails of the forest. Only those with a true and pure heart could find it, guided by their unwavering belief in the magic of the river. Only the purest of heart could find it. The villagers believed that the river revealed itself only to those who were truly deserving, those who approached it with a heart full of hope and a spirit untainted by greed or malice. The legend was passed down through generations. Grandparents told the story to their grandchildren, who in turn would pass it on to their own children. It was a tale that bound the community together, a shared belief in something greater than themselves. It filled the children of Willow Creek with wonder and hope. They dreamed of one day finding the Enchanted River, of being the one to uncover its secrets and make a wish upon the magical stone.
One such child was Clara. Clara was a bright and curious girl, always asking questions and seeking out new adventures. She had a spirit that was as wild and free as the mountains that surrounded her village. She was a bright and curious girl of 13. With her wide, inquisitive eyes and boundless energy, Clara was always on the lookout for something new and exciting. She loved to explore the forests and hills, imagining herself as a great adventurer on a quest for hidden treasures. Clara had heard the stories since she was a little girl. Her grandmother would tell her tales of the Enchanted River, of the magical stone that could grant wishes, and of the brave souls who had tried to find it. She dreamt of finding the river. In her dreams, she would walk the hidden path, guided by the light of the glowing river, until she reached the magical stone. She would make her wish, and all her dreams would come true. She wanted to see its magic for herself. Clara longed to experience the wonder of the Enchanted River, to see the golden light and feel the magic of the wishing stone. But more than anything, Clara wished to find her father. Her father had been her hero, a man who had filled her life with love and adventure. He had disappeared while exploring the mountains many months ago, and Clara had never given up hope that he was still out there somewhere. He was a kind, adventurous man. With his warm smile and twinkling eyes, he had a way of making everyone around him feel special. He had a love for the mountains and the mysteries they held, a love that he had passed on to Clara. He had disappeared while exploring the mountains many months ago. Despite the search parties and the efforts of the villagers, he had never been found. But Clara refused to believe that he was gone forever. Clara held on to the hope that he was still out there, lost but alive. She believed that if she could find the Enchanted River and make a wish upon the magical stone, she could bring her father back home. And so, With a heart full of hope and determination, Clara set out on her own quest to find the legendary river and uncover its secrets.
One rainy afternoon, Clara was rummaging through the attic. It was her favorite place in their old house. The attic was filled with her father's belongings. Dusty maps and strange trinkets lay forgotten in chests and on shelves. Suddenly, she stumbled upon a wooden chest tucked away in a corner.
Could this be it? Could this be my father's journal? This must be the key to finding the Enchanted River.
Clara blew off the dust and slowly opened it. Inside, she found a leather-bound journal. It had her father's name engraved on it. Her heart skipped a beat. Clara wasted no time. She opened the journal and began to read. Her father had written about his adventures in great detail. As she turned the pages, her eyes fell upon a hand-drawn map. It was a map of the mountains surrounding Willow Creek.
Could this be the map to the Enchanted River? I have to find out.
The next morning, Clara set off on her grand adventure. She'd been dreaming of this day for as long as she could remember. The stories her father told her about the Whispering Woods and the Enchanted River had filled her with a sense of wonder and curiosity. Now it was her turn to explore those very tales. She had the map tucked safely in her bag, a map her father had meticulously drawn, marking every significant landmark and hidden path. It was more than just a guide. It was a piece of her father's legacy. She followed the path her father had drawn, each step taking her deeper into the unknown. The trail was well trodden, but still held an air of mystery. It led her beyond the village, past the whispering wheat fields that swayed gently in the morning breeze, and into the heart of Whispering Woods. The transition from open fields to dense forest was almost magical, as if she had stepped into another world. The forest was alive with sounds. Birds sang sweetly, their melodies intertwining with the rustling leaves, creating a symphony of nature. Squirrels chattered from the treetops, their tiny feet scurrying along the branches. They seemed to be welcoming her, or perhaps warning her of the challenges ahead. The air was thick with the scent of pine needles and damp earth, a fragrance that was both invigorating and grounding. It reminded Clara of the stories her father used to tell by the fireplace. Clara felt a little scared, but she was also excited. The forest was both enchanting and intimidating, a place where dreams and fears coexisted. She was following her father's footsteps, quite literally. Each landmark she passed was a testament to his journey, and she felt a deep connection to him with every step. As she went deeper into the woods, the path became narrower and darker. The canopy above thickened, allowing only slivers of sunlight to pierce through. Thorny bushes snagged at her clothes, as if the forest itself was testing her resolve. But Clara was undeterred. She had to duck under fallen logs and hop over gurgling streams. Each obstacle was a challenge, but also a reminder of her own strength and determination. But Clara didn't give up. She pressed on, her determination growing with each step. The forest was a maze, but she was confident she could navigate it. She was determined to find the Enchanted River, the place her father had spoken of with such reverence. It was said to hold magical properties, and Clara was eager to see it for herself. Finally, just as the sun began to set, casting a golden glow through the trees, the forest began to thin. The dense foliage gave way to a more open landscape. Clara emerged into a clearing, her heart pounding with anticipation. The air was different here, lighter, almost magical, and there, right before her eyes, was the most beautiful sight she had ever seen. The Enchanted River sparkled in the fading light, its waters shimmering with an ethereal glow. Clara knew she had found something truly special, a place where her father's stories came to life. The river shimmered and sparkled in the fading light, casting a mesmerizing glow that danced across the water's surface. It was as if someone had poured liquid gold across the clearing, creating a scene so surreal it felt like a dream. The sight was even more breathtaking than Clara had ever imagined, a vision of pure enchantment that left her in awe. The air around her hummed with a strange, almost palpable energy, as if the very essence of magic was woven into the fabric of this place. Clara knew instantly that this was no ordinary river. It was a place of wonder and mystery, a hidden gem in the heart of nature. This was the Enchanted River, a place spoken of in legends and whispered about in tales of old.
Wow, it's so beautiful. I can't believe I'm actually here.
Clara stood there for a moment, just gazing at the water, her heart swelling with a mix of joy and disbelief. She had never seen anything so beautiful, so utterly captivating. It was as if the river held the secrets of the universe within its depths. Tiny, colourful fish darted through the water, their movements quick and graceful, like living jewels in a liquid treasure chest. Their scales glittered like jewels, catching the light and reflecting it in a dazzling display of colours.
Look at those fish. They're like little jewels. I've never seen anything like it.
Clara took a deep breath and stepped closer to the riverbank, feeling a sense of anticipation and excitement building within her. The water was cool and inviting, its surface smooth and clear, revealing the wonders that lay beneath. She dipped her fingers in and gasped, the sensation unlike anything she had ever felt before. It felt as if 1,000 tiny bubbles were tickling her hand, each one a tiny burst of magic against her skin. This river was truly magical, a place where the ordinary rules of the world seemed to bend and shift.
Oh my, it feels like bubbles. This is incredible.
But there was no time to waste. Clara had a mission, a purpose that had brought her to this enchanted place. Clara knew why she was here. She had a goal, a dream that needed to be fulfilled. She had to find the wishing stone, a legendary artifact said to grant the deepest desires of the heart. She had to make her wish, a wish that could change everything, a wish that held the promise of a new beginning. Clara looked around for the wishing stone, but it was nowhere to be seen. The legend said it lay at the heart of the river, but how could she get there? The current was strong, the water was deep.
Where is it? How am I supposed to find it?
For a moment, Clara hesitated. What if she couldn't do it? What if she fell in and the current swept her away? She thought of her father. She closed her eyes and imagined his face.
I can't give up now. Papa would want me to be brave.
Clara knew she couldn't give up. Her father would want her to be brave. He would want her to follow her heart. Taking a deep breath, Clara decided to jump in. She would find the wishing stone. She would make her wish.
I have to do this. I will bring Papa home.
She would bring her father home.